Happy Friday, Blackboarders. I work with a lot of professional services companies, a lot of B2B relationships, and a lot of individuals who are responsible for both bringing in work and delivering that, passing that on to a team and delivering it. They know, as you know and I know, that referrals are the best way to generate new clients, new leads, new opportunities. They're not necessarily going to give you the highest volume for that activity portion, but they generally convert much faster and at a much higher rate. So I was sitting with one of my clients recently and they said, Jacob, I understand that, but I just don't know that many people. We're fairly new into the business and they had repositioned themselves away from a corporate environment to a situation where they were responsible for bringing in clients into this professional services. For the first time in their life, they had to go to market and actually do that lead generation and sales. And they just didn't know who to talk to. They didn't know where to start, and so we ran this exercise, creating an instant referral network, a long list of people that they could go out and meet with immediately. And here's the conversation that they went and did. Stay tuned to the end and I'll tell you the results. They did have some client relationships. Even if you don't have client relationships, you will know some people in your target market and you can substitute them in the central circle here. And they went out to the client and they asked the following questions. They said, look, I want to work with more businesses like you. You have a lot of different service providers who obviously help you and have helped you grow your business. Those service providers will also know other awesome businesses like yours, so I'd like to meet them. Could you please share with me the name of your bank manager, who your lawyer is, who do you have to do your accounting, and do you have a different bookkeeper? Have you got a different bookkeeping service? Have you got, or have you worked with in the past, a good business coach? Have you maybe got an insurance broker or a mortgage broker or a financial planner, somebody who's helped you with that aspect of the business? You can go through a long list of any of the different suppliers that work with your client or your target client, because they will also work invariably with a lot of other ideal clients for you. And then you say, Mrs. Client, Mr. Client, would you feel comfortable just sending an email introducing this person to me and asking me to please give them a call? Now again, if you've got a half-decent relationship with the client, they're not going to say no to that. You're not asking them to make a referral, to make a hard sell, to really lie about who you are. You're just asking for an introduction and you're taking responsibility for the follow-up. That's a critical part of any referral, by the way, is making sure that you have the responsibility to follow it up rather than the ball being in the other person's court. You've got more interest in doing it, so you will make sure it happens. So my client went and did this, and suddenly he now has 7 meetings booked. Not with people who might be a client, although potentially some could be, but with people who themselves have a whole list of people that they know who might help. My client is now going into each of these and is starting the strategic referral channel process. He knows that some of these won't work. He knows that the account might end up being a prickly control freak who doesn't want to open up his books. And that's okay. Cross that person off. But the business coach or the lawyer or the financial broker, or whoever it might be that he gets on best with, might have some opportunities for them to do some events together, to do some guest blogs, or might even be able to start introducing him directly. Suddenly he's gone from I don't know anybody to I have all of these meetings booked and I'm creating opportunities and I'm looking for benefits to help these other businesses as well as my own. I've seen this work in the past in a way where we add even more relationships and connections in. You can create this circle of referrals, this golden circle of network who are each working together, building relationships, not just with you, but with each other to create even more referrals. Again, it's critical in that situation that these people do in fact get along, they are aligned, and they are all working with the same type of business. It's unlikely that from one client you're going to get a perfect storm of all of those different people. But if you're struggling, if you're not sure who to go and talk to and you don't think that anybody cares, go and have a chat to one client. Ask them a half a dozen questions, and the next thing you know, you'll have activity, your diary will be booked, and the referrals that come from that will flow.